One thing Blackhawks President John McDonough has made clear since taking over the franchise 11 years ago is that he isn't interested in modest success on the ice. The goal is to win Stanley Cups. The Hawks have won 3 cups during his tenure, so this never has been idle chatter, and with several core pieces still around, there's no indication anything resembling a full rebuild is on the horizon. Talk of the championship window being closed as for other franchises. But take a look around the elegant ballrooms of the Chicago Hilton, where the Blackhawks have been conducting their annual convention this weekend, and here's what you don't see: windows. How's that for a metaphor? The Hawks have demonstrated the kind of sustained success about which most professional sports franchises only can dream. The organization, once infamously dubbed the worst franchise in sports, underwent a complete resurrection over the last decade. A team that was once not even an afterthought became synonymous with success. But nothing lasts forever. Patrick Sharp is retired, Marian Hossa is done playing, and the other core pieces of the 3 Stanley Cup championships are all older than 30, save for Patrick Kane, who reaches that milestone in November. And they're coming off a last-place finish. So the question must be asked, is the Hawks championship window still open? Absolutely, Blackhawks coach Joel Quenneville said. As a staff, as a team, as individual players, that's what drives us in this business. You think that you can win. We all saw a team last year. Probably not a person in the world would have thought Vegas had a real legitimate chance of being a champion. Colorado, non-playoff team last in the league, all of a sudden makes the playoffs and anything can happen. Quenneville, who turns 60 in September, has 2 years left on his contract. He has been a head coach in the NHL for 22 seasons, and last year was the first time one of his teams didn't finish above .500. We all should accept some of the responsibility of improving, he said. Individually, we need our top guys to be as good as they ever have been, but can they? Jonathan Toews, 30, needs to be much better than last season when, statistically, he had the worst season of his career. Duncan Keith, 35, didn't receive any votes in the Norris Trophy voting for the first time since the 2006-07 season. Corey Crawford's health will be a concern until he proves he can get back on the ice after suffering a season-ending injury in December. Perhaps the biggest issue going forward is what to do with Brent Seabrook, who is only 33 but isn't anywhere near the player he was at his peak and still has 6 years left on his contract with a $6.875 million annual cap hit. Kane has no doubt the Hawks still can contend for championships over the next few years, including this season. I don't see why not, Kane said. You can talk about age and different things, but a lot of us probably will tell you we felt as good as we ever had, whether it's from what has happened the last few seasons with not having really deep playoff runs and just the knowledge you gain as you get older. And being mature and how to take care of yourself and get yourself as best as possible. If the window isn't closed, it's closing. But as long as it's open even a little bit, these players who have won so much will believe another Stanley Cup run is possible.